BEERUN, beer run. BEERUN, beer run. All we need is a 10 and a 5 or a car and a key and a sober driver. BEERUN, beer run.
And
oh man, that was awesome.
welcome back to the Beer Run, part of the BSnBEER network, the only Saints podcast with a 2-drink minimum and takes as bad as Trevor Penning in that first preseason game.
That's a joke, boy. You missed it. Went right past you. You gotta keep on your toes. Put toes, Harry.
Too soon? We'll get to it. I am the California Cajun. With me is Dale and our new good friend Trell. How are you guys doing today?
Good.
What's up, Craig? What's up, Craig? Great to be back on the Beer Run. Yes. We got my guy Trell in for Sports for You. Be sure to check those guys out on YouTube. They're starting to blow up the scene. That's Sports for You on YouTube. Trell, what's up, bro?
Man, what's going on, Dale? How we doing today? How's everybody?
Man, it's so good to talk to another Saints fan that's also a wrestling fan, Craig. That's right, Craig.
No, we got one of those in the house, huh? We got one of those in the house.
I like that. It's just that I prefer sports.
Well, I prefer sports with a little bit of entertainment myself, you know what I mean?
So the NFL is scripted. We got both of you going on here.
That's true.
There you
That's
go.
true. Yeah.
First down, Saints.
All right, in true Beer Run fashion, let's talk about what we're drinking today. I decided to punish myself, and I am drinking S'more Pug, the absolute worst beer ever made. It comes from somewhere in Texas. If you see this, do not buy it. It is terrible. I am only drinking it because I'm a dad and I don't want to waste anything. So there you go.
The same reason the chicken nuggets at the end of the dinner get eaten. I get it. Yeah, I feel you.
There you go. So we already know how it tastes. So how does it sound?
Hey.
Yeah, but it's still terrible.
But it sounds fine, and this is an audio format for most of our listeners, so
there you go. There you go.
No punishment, man. I'm rewarding myself. This is a Stone Tangerine Express Hazy IPA for right here in Stone Brewing down in San Diego, North County. And it is one of my favorite breweries in the world, one of my favorite beers in the world. It is strong, it is delicious, it is tasty, but how does it sound? It sounds like it is. It is, and that's why it sounds that way. And I am happy to be here drinking with you guys. Cheers.
There you go.
Cheers to that. Cheers to that.
All right, Terrell, you're our guest today. What do you have today?
I didn't get a chance to do a beer run myself, so right now I'm just having some juice. But if I did get some beer, I'm usually the Stella Artois. I'm kind of like the fancy schmancy.
Oh.
So when I do drink beer, which is which is rare, but when I do, that's usually the weapon of choice.
There we go.
You know, it's classy when you get that extra paper in the way. You know, it really adds to the whole experience.
This is true.
If you have accidentally eaten some paper while drinking Stella, then you haven't had enough of them.
Yeah. Yeah. I agree to that. They do go good with some wings, though. I tell you that much.
Oh, now you're making me hungry, guys. Come on. I only have enough calories, beer or wings. I got to pick my battles today.
Second down.
Okay, man. Let's get to some news.
Yes.
First news item, we've got rest in peace, Ed Daniels, WGNO New Orleans, sportscaster, sports director there. I remember, listening to his sports cast growing up and hearing him in the interviews and the locker room and all that kind of stuff. So, one of the GOATs in New Orleans, man. GOATs. So
how long has he been doing that? Like, has it been like a few decades or?
Yeah,
because I never lived out there, so I never had the chance to hear the local radios.
Been a long time. Let me see when he even started. Yeah, because
How did he pass?
Well, he got sick. Like covering LSU actually. He got sick.
Defense would have made me sick last year.
Yeah. Yeah. So complications of a heart attack. That's what it was.
No.
So yeah. So no, actually he was in New Orleans. I'm sorry, in California to cover the Saints training camp. So they sent them all back to New Orleans.
It's taking our ACLs and our reporters and our sports directors. I hate it here.
Yeah, that's what happens when you're gonna let friends in for free to see them.
Mm-hmm.
And we're gonna be down there. That's a damn shame. Still mad about it.
Yeah, me too. You can ask Dale. When I showed up about that, I was very mad about it. I had a day off and everything. I had the whole thing planned.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he started at WGNO in 1991, so that's why I picked up on him when he moved over there. So yeah, it's been pretty much your whole life, the whole adult life, like kind of looking at sports.
Except for you, Dale. You were already 40 in 1991, so it doesn't really encompass all of your fandom. But the rest of it, pretty much all of it.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay, the Falcons signed Simmons and they traded for Judon from the Patriots. They gave up a 3rd-round pick for him. Craig, we wanted Simmons. You definitely wanted Simmons. How do you feel now?
I wanted Simmons. He makes their team better. But, man, everybody wants us to clean the cap up, and we want to stop signing players over 30, stop trying to win now. And now that we do it, people are mad. Oh, well, you didn't try to do the thing. It's like, well, they're doing what you told them to do, man. They're saving the money in the future.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like it because it makes the Falcons better. But also, how much better does he make them? He gave up 70 points in a game last year. All right. How important is your safety if you can give up 70 points in a game last year? Judon was hurt all last year. He might not come back the same. Simmons getting along in the tooth. There's a reason only one team offered him a deal. I don't like it because I don't like the Falcons, and anything we're talking about the Falcons makes me want to throw up on my mouth a little bit. But I ain't worried about them. Fuck, they're the Falcons, bro. They could win from the table, get to the playoffs 17-0, and they still gonna shit the bed. It's Atlanta. Come on, man.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What are we doing here?
What you think, Terrell?
I'm with him. I mean, they got Judon, big whoop-de-doo. He didn't really do much in New England in the first place. And our defense, we really try to pride on ourselves on not giving up big plays every single down. So I was hoping we would get a corner to be the opposite of Marshall Lattimore to really give them literally nowhere to throw. So, but I'm good with our
last year.
True.
And he was good last year. He was the number one corner with Lattimore hurt. We did draft Wade McKinstry, who can play outside, inside. Looks like Alontae Taylor's kind of locked into that slot spot a little bit better than last year. Our defense is set, man. That's adding Simmons would have been cool. It would have been a nice little, sticker on the bumper of your nice car. But we didn't need him. Atlanta needs him. Atlanta needs him to ball out if that defense is going to be halfway good. Ours is going to be without him.
I'm expecting Chase Daniels. I'm expecting Chase to ball out this year. That's I was excited on that. Yeah, I was excited on picking him up. Some people was writing him off. I'm like, well, pairing him up with Cam Jordan on the other side. I really like our chances. And when when the Falcons signed Kirk Cousins, I literally laughed. I'm like, and he's just another Matt Ryan, but without getting to the Super Bowl.
Coming off a debilitating leg injury, like we don't even know how he's gonna be. They might be having Penix out there by week 6. We don't know what the hell Cousins is, and it's not like it was a world beater before. He's Kirk Cousins, man. He's a punch line.
Yeah,
talking about. He's Derek Carr in purple. Fuck Kirk Cousins.
He's just a dude with the greatest sports agent of all time. He stays getting that bag. So
There it is.
Yeah, he sure do. He gets that
In the
bag.
Cat Hall of Fame.
And he got it just about playoff wins with Dak Prescott.
Yeah, he gets that bag.
Praise on this thing. I like it. Football's coming back, baby.
Yes, sir. Can't wait, man. Can't wait.
I can wait to watch this offense. I have time.
I gave Carr benefit of doubt last year because that Pete Carmichael, I don't know what the hell he was doing, but I'm like, Sean Payton's not here, and you guys are still trying to run the same plays. Like Drew Brees is still there. That's not Drew Brees. So I was expecting some change, and Carr was not happy with the plays that were called. So that's how I knew majority of that was not his fault. So now we got a whole new coaching staff. So there should be no excuses why he can't at least be mid.
I can think of 5 excuses, and they're all the offensive linemen.
Yeah, I'm into my quarterback play.
Hard to play.
Let's talk about the offense, and let's talk about injuries. All of these injuries are definitely on the offensive side of the ball. Fuaga's dealing with a back injury. AK dealing with a back injury, and Shaheed is dealing with a toe injury.
He might be dead.
Oh man,
yeah,
that's one guy I did not want to hear on the injury list is Shaheed, man. That's one guy I did not want to hear.
How many years did a toe and an ankle ruin Michael Thomas's Hall of Fame career? Now you're gonna tell me a toe for Shaheed? I'm not worried about lower back tightness on an O lineman. Every O lineman gets lower back tightness, whatever. Trust me, I got lower back tightness right now. But you guys tell me that only skill is speed and he can't push off with his foot. I'm concerned.
Yeah, and then it goes back to, the argument I've been having for years now is the depth at wide receiver is not good, and so Shaheed going down is definitely, or if Olave goes down, it's a big hit.
You get that out of your mouth right now.
Yeah, what's wrong with you, Dale? Don't speak that into existence. We had a scare last season and he came back. Let's pump the brakes on that juju right there, man. Come on.
We had a scare last week for Olave.
If you're listening to this, you have access to like some herbs and spices. Burn some sage in your house right now. Dale is trying to fuck our whole season.
Yeah, we don't need that. We don't need Olave out, man.
No.
He had a great rookie season.
I just think we need some more depth at wide receiver, and at the rate that college is churning them out, man, we could be loading up on these guys. But
right now, do you want a Renfro? Do you want a Juju? Like that's what you can add right now. Otherwise, shut up and wait for the draft, jackass.
I mean, I take a Juju for real.
Juju. I like the idea of Renfro because he has that chemistry with Carr and everything like that. But I just look, we're at this point. You got young guys in the building. Play the young guys. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. We're invested. You're not going to become a Super Bowl contender by signing Juju Smith-Schuster. You know what I mean? Like
build them up.
You might be a Super Bowl contender if some of your young guys break out and all of a sudden Bub Means and all these guys are unguardable. But that's not going to happen signing up Renfro. Renfro's not going to walk in the door and turn to Randy Moss. You're not going to add that. So roll with the guys you have. The guys you have might be great. I don't know. They haven't played yet, but you're not going to add a guy that's going to change your offense at this point. Not now.
Yeah. I still have PTSD the last time we tried to bring in a former pro in the name of Adrian Peterson. He was in and out by week 3, so no.
All right. Caveat. We signed Peterson before Alvin Kamara fell to us in the draft, and it was kind of once we had Kamara, he didn't need AP anymore. But we got memes out of it, him staring down Sean Payton or whatever. Also,
he could just shut up and just I understand he still felt like he was that guy, but it's like he was a predictable back. You get the ball to AP, it's like, oh, okay, we see who that is.
No,
not a problem.
Anti-Sean Payton podcast. So I appreciate that he told Sean Payton to pound sand. I'll take it. Fuck that guy.
Yeah. Because, man, that 3-headed monster in the running back, that could have been something.
Only one football. A lot to spread around.
Yeah.
Hey, if Ingram and Kamara can learn to coexist, they each had over 1,000 yards rushing that season. So if they could have coexisted, Adrian Peterson could have been that third guy. Like, I'm just here to help. So
they had 1,000 yards from scrimmage. Kamara's never broken 1,000 in his career, which is surprising, but he gets half of his yards from receiving. You know what it could have been? It could have been like 2009, and AP would have had to been cool with being Mike Bell. That's what he would have had to been cool with. But you know he's not going to have the ego for being, okay, you're going to be this year's Jamal Williams. Like, nobody wants to be that if you're used to being an all-pro. I get it.
Yeah.
But also, fuck.
Yeah, what happened to when he went to the other, where did he go? Arizona? Was it Arizona, Washington?
He went a lot of places. He went to the boxing ring last and got knocked out in the boxing ring by Le'Veon Bell.
Woo! All right, listen. We need to be kinder to Adrian Peterson. He is responsible for 3 of my favorite plays in Saints history, all of which were when he fumbled as a Viking in the Superdome in the NFC Championship game in 2009. So really, thank you, Adrian Peterson. You've done more for me than I ever tell you.
Yeah, if it wasn't for him, we'd still probably be sitting here without a ring still.
If he didn't massively shit the bed in the biggest game of his career, we wouldn't be feeling we are. We'd be the Falcons. We'd all have to kill ourselves.
Yeah. Fuck Falcons. I hate them the most. Out of all teams in that division, I hate them the most.
Yeah, absolutely.
Probably
for sure.
That's a very normal reaction for us.
Yeah. So after this game, against the 49ers, the Saints are going to be traveling home and look like they're going to have a open practice to the fans at Tulane's stadium there. So that should be fun for the fans to actually get to see a practice. So
good for them. Huh? Good for them.
There's more of us in Louisiana than it's fine. It's fine. Dale's going to be there. He's going to be reporting for us. He's going to drive down from Arkansas. No, you're not going to do that? Not going to do that? Lazy, this guy. Come
on, man. How committed are you, sir? Don't you have family down there still?
Yeah, you're not
wrong. Still like an 8-hour drive, though. Still like an 8-hour drive.
All right. Your podcast.
Yeah.
There we go.
Don't want to help out the West Coast boys. I understand.
Yeah. Sorry to you guys. All right. We're going to take a quick break here. When we come back, we're going to be talking about the Saints game versus the Cardinals, and we're going to talk about the future game versus the 49ers. So everybody stick with us.
This is an emergency message. Stop what you're doing and hit the like button. Also comment and subscribe. Thank you. We now return you to your program.
Guys, we know what you want. Big busts.
Oh, yeah.
Call us at 976-BUST.
976-BUST.
Oh, yeah. Now I'm on.
Where you can meet Busty Foskey.
Shake it, baby.
Busty Penning.
He has big boobs.
Busty Young.
Oh, my God.
Busty Saldivari.
Shake it, baby.
Busty Miller.
Oh, yeah. Now I'm on.
Call us. Operators are standing by.
Third down for what?
That's right.
Wow. I haven't seen those commercials since I was 7. I haven't seen those commercials since I was 7. Oh, that's nostalgia right there.
Yes, 976-BUST. Everybody, make sure you dial the number. Oh, man. We are going to talk about.
You had a 6th round pick and a 4th round pick on there as busts. Do you know what that word means?
We do not discriminate here at BSnBEER Media. Okay, everybody gets the label.
Dale, you are a threat to my liver. You're a threat to my liver, Dale.
Well, Pennington is turned out to be a bust, so
Let's talk about our thoughts about the previous game versus the Cardinals. The number one concern for me is that offensive line, and our former number one pick, Trevor Penning, who, in my opinion, absolutely sucks. I've just looked at some of these highlights. Well, they're not highlights. It's these are plays. Okay, these are some plays that Penning was involved in, and these are pretty much all his plays. And looking at how he got destroyed and how he messed up, all that kind of stuff, I don't have much hope here. Craig, talk me off the ledge here about Penning, please.
Look, I wanna do that for you, but the problem with Penning in his head, once it's in there, it's the first play you show. All right, this is a microcosm right here. The first play you show, it is a run to the left side. His job is to seal that end man line of scrimmage, get his inside shoulder, turn him this way so that he has to go around him and trail the play. What happens is he cross faces him. He gets his left side underneath, and he pushes it down the line. Penning is just running with him until he makes the play. Penning is so worried about fucking up now. He's so scared of making a mistake that he's playing timid. There's a play a couple snaps later. It's pass pro. He gets driven back. He doesn't give up a sack or anything on this particular play. But the guy gets under him. He pushes him straight up, walks him back into the quarterback. And Penning is bigger and stronger and more athletic than this guy shoving him around. But he can't play aggressive because he's so scared. He's lunging on plays and overcommitting and missing and failing. And then he tries to overcorrect, and he tries to be careful and keep his weight underneath him and keep his feet with him, and he's not initiating contact. It's all mental. It's all mental. The dude is a physical specimen, and it is biggest frustration that the only person who can fix him is him. We have a different coaching staffs in there. He needs more time. He needs something, but man, you can't start him week one. Not like this. Unless he picks it up a little bit next couple games, it's not good.
Yeah, to me, you definitely got to keep him out there. I wouldn't mind seeing him play the entire game.
I mean, hopefully not expense of our quarterback. I mean, if he starts getting sacked 7 times, do we really keep him out there?
So the thing is the opposite of what I'm saying about the wide receivers is that if your wide receivers play and they're young and they're booty, nothing happens. If your right tackle plays and his booty, people get hurt. It's not the same situation. You can't just start week one and like, hey, if it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. People are going to get hurt bad. And it's not something.
Right. I mean, in preseason, though, like this is time to mess around and find out, right?
Let him found out already.
If Jake Haener busts a rib, nobody gives a shit. But, I mean, if you get Derek Carr killed and we're relying on Haener or Rattler, God forbid, to get us through the season, man, like I said, it's not a talent thing anymore. Now it's a safety thing. Like, offensive line is the most important position in football outside of maybe quarterback. And I say maybe quarterback because this offensive line can break a good quarterback if you give an opportunity to.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. What did you think about the offense as a whole there from the last game, Cheryl?
Well, I caught a few of our starters, and they wouldn't even. I blinked and we'd go get a cup of coffee, and I came back. The starters off the field already. Next I know, we saw the second unit. We saw. I see more of Spencer Rattler's highlights than I did Derek Carr's, and I'm actually impressed with how Rattler operates. Like when he was forced out of the pocket, he had the wherewithal to run, try to get a first down. He didn't stay where he was. He was actually mobile. And that's something that we haven't had since Aaron Brooks was a mobile quarterback. Now we got a mobile quarterback with possibly an arm. So Derek Carr, he should be looking over his shoulder, because if this kid keeps progressing from what I'm hearing, it's only a matter of time. But I agree, like Pennington, he's starting to become a liability because he's been more on the injury reserve than he has been on the field.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So either he was suspended for something or he's out with an injury. So if if he's mentally not ready, all the practice in the world is not going to do him good if he's not mentally ready. And that's a liability for that offense, especially that side of the football, because if he's a liability, then they might load up on his side, and there goes Carr's blind side.
All right, let's talk about defense. Craig, who stood out for you on the Saints defense?
Well, what stood out to me the most is that Isaiah Foskey played the whole second half and didn't do a goddamn thing. That jumped off the play a little for me. But in a more positive light, and in players that are actually going to see the field a little bit, that new linebacker we got from the Chiefs, is that Gay? All over the place. That dude is fast. Was making plays in the backfield, sideline to sideline. That linebacker room all of a sudden looks really deep and really solid. You got top, you got corner, and they're locked up for a few more years. And you know, Gay's only under contract this season, but he's young enough that they find a role for him. He can contribute. Good, man. He looked great in that game. I know, we played some starters against their backups, whatever. I don't give a shit. Football's football. But it looked good. It looked fast.
Play, man. Yeah, and play.
Our defense has been very good for a while, but the last couple of years, the Achilles heel has been that we weren't fast sideline to sideline. The running quarterbacks, the stretch runs, there were things that we got beat on, and they were all speed related. We weren't getting overpowered.
Yeah.
We were getting outran. And adding infusions of speed, like we did with adding Chase Young on the defensive end and adding Gay in the linebacker room, getting Marshall Lattimore back, we're making the defense faster. It makes your team better. The defense should be good. I'm happy about that.
Yeah, the mobile quarterbacks, we were not. Bryce Young was kind of giving us a problem. Desmond Rinder was giving us a problem where we couldn't contain these guys. Dobbs, when he was in Minnesota, we had a hard time containing him. And it's like, what are we doing? Like we got like the sidelines on lock, but when they start running, it's like Tom and Jerry.
Well, we saw Ritter get a 22-yard run in this game too. So is it still going to be a problem?
I hope not. But they need to fix that. They need to fix that.
Wait, what'd you say, correct?
I would rather play Ritter 17 times than any other combination of quarterbacks.
Well, of course.
Last game on the Falcons, he gets the shit kicked out of him by the Saints. And then his first game as a Cardinal, he gets sacked a bunch, running for his life back there. He must hate us, like, with a sick passion. I love it.
Not that. You thought he was done with us, and here you are again. Like, hey, how's it going?
Checks and sleep at night.
Oh, man.
All right, special teams. What do we think about the kicking battle with both punter and kicker? Because Charlie Smith came in, I think it was his first official kick, like period, in organized football, and it was a game winner, 37-yarder, and he hit it. But somebody with this little experience, I can't imagine them actually winning the starting job. What do you think, Craig?
I think best case scenario for him is one of those medical red shirts. Like he gets an oblique strain in a week or two, and they stash him away on IR or something. Because I mean, there's potential there, and let's face it, Groupie is not slamming the door closed on him. He's been wildly inconsistent the whole camp. It would have been really great if we felt super confident about him locking down the job, like we were hoping that we locked down the job last year, and he just hasn't. And he's leaving the door wide open. I think it's a great story. You get the Irishman in here. He can kick 70 fucking yards. He'll miss a few, but it's fun. It's exciting. If we're gonna lose anyway, let's do it with fun.
Yeah, I want to see more of. I want to see more he can do, because one kick is all right, cool. What can he do when the game's really on the line? Also, again and again and again, So one kick, all right, cool. Let's see what you do next.
Plus, he's in from 70. I want to see some of that.
Like, I was surprised to see Gillikin playing for the other team.
Not well, though.
I mean, he did what he did, but I was just surprised to see him. What did you think about the punting?
Cut his ass. I like it.
Okay.
I gotta get used to this whole new kickoff return stuff. I don't watch the XFL much, so I need to. If Shahid's back there, then and he gets a running start like that, I'm anxious to see how that goes. Because right now it's like
I saw somebody break one for a long kickoff. I want to say it was somebody from Buffalo or something like that last week. So that was the first one I saw get broke with the new kickoff rules. He didn't, score a touchdown, but
I think
got a pretty nice return on it.
I think it was Underhill that was reporting that one of the first combinations of returns back there was going to be Shaheed and Taysom Hill, and I see that. I just want to see that. That's fun. Yeah.
Oh man. Put
that off. Yes. Gimme.
And Taysom Hill's a big boy to bring down. So if he's back there with Shaheed, oh man, good luck trying to avoid one of them.
I love it. I want to see it. I mean, it might be a stupid part of the game that we all hate and we have to just get used to. But like the game is trying to be safer, It's either this or skirts and balloons that they're playing with. So just take the win and just keep playing football for now.
Agreed.
Play it while we have it. It's going to be guardian caps and two-hand touch next year. So just enjoy it while we have it.
Yeah, I'm actually hearing that Jonathan Taylor is going to wear the guardian cap at running back for the Colts this preseason. So we'll see how it looks. It's going to look a mess. I know that.
Caps are
guardian cap.
I think the guardian cap that he wears is also made by Tampax, which he also supports. So
yeah, there you go. No, it's like those little caps that they're wearing in practice to stop concussions and stuff like that.
Oh, you mean to keep your babies from hurting themselves when they fall?
Look, I'm on offensive line. I collect concussions like Pokemon cards, all right? But like, I'm not sold on the whole. Where does it stop? Is it going to be like those big inflatable balls that the people hit each other with at corporate retreats?
That's like, entertaining, Craig.
Everything about football is made to sound dramatic and intense and like, oh, we don't play on a field, we play on a gridiron. Oh, there are points. Those are the enemy. It's all about manly. George Carlin has a whole skit about it, man. This is supposed to be modern day gladiators. I know it's not. It's a game and it's scripted by Goodell and it's bullshit. But it's supposed to be this whole thing, and we're losing the fake veneer of tough guyness.
Yeah. Now we got prima donnas and safety protocols.
There we go.
All in guardian caps. God damn it, I hate it.
I got another name for it, but I'm not trying to get shut down. So that's
it's helmet condoms. It's helmet condoms.
No, I want to get canceled, so I'm just gonna keep that one to myself.
It's okay. No one listens to the show. You'll be fine.
Yeah, well, it's one of those Spectrum hats. It's one of those hats you wear when you get off that little small bus in the morning.
Oh, there you go.
When I first saw it, that's the one thing I thought of. I'm like, oh, that's special. Yeah.
That would explain why the Falcons are rolling them all out. It's part of their.
That's a special team right there.
When the Falcons roll out, they mean special teams.
Yeah. It sure was special in that Super Bowl, wasn't they, boys?
They played 3 strong quarters football. I can't say it.
That's in 3 strong quarters. I was getting mad, and I'm like, and then the fourth quarter heroics of one of the greatest of all time. I'm like, they ain't doing this right. And then my anger turned into glee, and I had a Falcon fan at my job at the time, and before the Super Bowl, we was going back and forth about what the Falcons are going to do, what they're not going to do, and oddly enough, when that Super Bowl was over, I did not hear from them.
That's weird.
There you go.
Couldn't find them.
Love it.
Greatest day of my life.
They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
All right, let's get to 4th down here. I want to get your thoughts about the upcoming game versus the 49ers. Terrell, what you looking to see, man?
Oh, man. I'm going to stick to the offense. I'm looking to see what that offense is going to do because I'm pretty sure Shanahan's going to have at least that the first reps of the first team on that defense geared up and ready to go. So I'm anxious to see how, if we made any adjustments at all, if Pennington's going to step up that day, because Trent Richardson and them boys, they don't play around. So hopefully we can. I'm expecting them to be better, and hopefully our stars can get more reps in, because that little small amount of time that we had in the Arizona game, I didn't. They didn't impress me much. I didn't see much. So I want to, have Carr and those boys get a little bit more reps to get them going and see how well they can do. I'm not here to look for the second unit. I want to see the first unit.
Yeah, got you. I know the 49ers been dealing with a bunch of injuries. Of course, the Saints dealing with a bunch of injuries. It remains to be seen what they're going to do as far as putting their actual starters out there and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, I'm with you, Terrell. I'm hoping to see our starters so I can take away something positive from the preseason, especially with the offense. I need to be reassured. Craig, what you think?
I'm worried they're not going to play starters enough. They've been doing scrimmages in practice to make up for the lost interleague scrimmage stuff. So I'm worried that they're going to roll the second team out there most of the game. And I want to see Rattler and I want to see Hainer. I want to see the position battles, but we've been putting ourselves behind the eight ball with our offense being so slow to develop that you got to get reps. You can't just worry about it. You can't play not to get hurt. You got to get reps.
Yes, exactly.
And especially with San Francisco, they're not going to play much guys anyway. All their starters are either hurt or absolute studs that don't need to play in the preseason. So it's not like you're going to get – I'd be amazed if Bosa played. I know McCaffrey's hurt. You're not going to see these guys. It's not going to be like, oh, we're playing the Niners. Oh, no, you're gonna play a bunch of scrubs who happen to be wearing Niners jerseys. Roll your starters out there and get time in.
Yeah, get us a touchdown series. Get some points on the board. Get 7 points on the board and show – and then, you can take a seat. Get that touchdown at the end of the one series and be like, all right, we're good. Our offense was clicking, but if you doing a couple plays, couple downs, and you see Spencer Rattler, it's like, I'm like, Carr, that's frustrating. You wanna get more in.
Man, we did that against the Chiefs last year. We had the offensive guys in for one series, threw a touchdown to Keith Kirkwood, which should have been a first warning to everyone. And then we pulled everybody the rest of the preseason, and that's how that went.
But it felt good, Craig. It felt good. I mean, it felt good.
Great time.
Oh, man.
I'm trying to feel good, Craig.
Yeah,
Craig.
And alcohol. I'm doing good, too. We're having a good time.
Well, I'll tell you what.
3 wins since we started drinking here.
Well, I'll tell you one more thing I like to see during this preseason game is I need to see Foskey do something. I need to see Turner do something. Just do something. I don't care if it's against third teamers, future lawyers, whatever it may be. Go dominate somebody, please.
Foskey
That's what I want.
Turner's done something in games at least. He just can't stay healthy. Foskey's never done anything. He's got to do something. He played the whole second half against Cardinal backup without a stat. How do you not fall ass backwards into an assisted tackle? I don't know how that happens, man.
Get a penalty, Foskey. Rip somebody's helmet off. Make me notice you.
Yeah.
That's the rules, Dale. Okay, don't rip helmets off.
Yeah, as Mason Rudolph had that run for him. But anyway,
Rudolph doing it right now.
I don't know, what is he doing right now? He's still in the league.
He's selling.
Yeah. He's a backup for somebody. I saw him. I forget where it is. Though.
Back up Frosty's Forest selling Christmas trees down the road over here. That's where he's back up at.
Hope Myles Garrett don't go buy some trees.
God, I'd none to have Myles Garrett on the Saints right now. God damn it.
Oh, man, who are you kidding, man? Jesus Christ. I thought we was going to get Dominican Sue that one time when he was a free agent.
People were making Udat shirts, and then that son of a bitch stuck the knife in our ribs. Fuck that guy.
It's really almost like a tradition. Every year we wine and dine somebody, and they give us a middle finger. And Simmons is the guy that did it to us this year.
Well,
admittedly, I don't think we needed him, but also fuck that guy. I hope we throw over. I hope Olave is dancing in the end zone behind him several times this year. Fuck that guy.
There we go.
Yeah.
He gave up 70 to the Raiders. All right, let's. Okay.
Yeah.
To the Raiders.
Yeah. It did. All right. Well, let's go wrap up the show this week, man. Trell, appreciate you coming through and lending your Saints expertise and chatting up with us about these Saints, man. We really appreciate you, dude.
Yeah, man. Thanks for having me. I'm looking forward to. I should be home to watch that game Sunday night, so I'll definitely gonna be paying close attention. So we'll be right back here next Friday, whining and complaining, possibly drunk about how Pennington's still hurt and still not playing well.
If you're gonna be with us, the alcohol levels are gonna be rising a little bit.
Oh, okay. I would make sure to do my grocery list definitely Friday afternoon.
There we go. There we go.
Dale, for the whole BSnBEER family, I want to thank you for joining us on the Beer Run podcast. I'm the California Cajun. Have a beer. It's on me.
Who that?
Remember to follow us on social media at BSnBEER Media. Also, smash the like button on YouTube and share with friends.